Good evening. This is, you know what? Fuck the intros. Fuck the intros. I'm gonna take a hot diarrhea shit on the wrestling industry tonight. Y'all want to introduce yourselves? Go ahead. I'm gonna fall back.
It's not a sham, it's not a scam, it's the real X-Man on Instagram. Follow me, fam. And if it's one thing I know, it's scams. And Super Showdown was one of them.
Fucking scam. Go.
What a goddamn scam.
Salute the Montez Ford. I got my red cup tonight.
Hold up. Something with the lights, I'm going to change every part of the show we talk about. Hey, Google, turn lights to green. Now we can talk about this shitty showdown. This is your boy Alex the motherfucking Hill.
Shit, we could use that for, like, changing the background for you.
Word.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know what? Today that sounds like DX, and I don't know why.
Every week it changes.
But do we really got to talk about that show? Let me tell you how bad it was for me. I was at work and forgot this shit was even happening, to really be honest.
It's kind of a disappointment.
No, it's more than a disappointment. It's a fucking train wreck.
It's a travesty.
It's a WWE cash grab. That's all it was.
This right here, we can use that as an example of why WWE is going to fail and continue to fail when it comes to promoting their top superstars and bringing on their part-time superstars to bring down
no reason.
But you know
bring
what?
down all the hype.
But as long as large corporations are paying millions of dollars, they don't care about the product on the TV anymore. That's all it is.
It's not even the product on the TV. It's more than the product. We have the Fiend that has been built from SummerSlam all the way to now, and they killed it with the Hell in a Cell match.
Yep.
One. They regained it and gave him the title back, or whatever the fuck it was. He lost a disqualification or whatever.
No,
and then they killed him just now.
No. It was a double count. No. What did they call it? It was a what was the result?
It was a disqualification because Seth Rollins kept attacking the Fiend. Mind you, there is no disqualifications in Hell in a Cell matches.
No contest. That was what. It was a no contest. That was the final result. No contest. Because they changed it after the fact because people was like, oh, there can't be a disqualification in a Hell in a Cell. Well, there can't be a fucking no contest either. There has to be a freaking winner. There's no rules in the match. Just pin somebody.
And in their life, there's some rules in this match. They don't know what the fuck they're doing no more.
That's what I expected.
It's all about the money.
I'm telling you right now, the XFL is doing pretty good. I hope it stays.
Yeah. Well, it didn't keep Vince away long enough.
Well, you have two games a week, and your Super Bowl damn near like what February, March, damn near 2 months away. Yeah, they're gonna keep them long.
So, if anybody has been sitting under a rock, the Fiend lost his title to the part-timer Goldberg.
To dusty ass Goldberg.
With 3 bullshit spears.
4.
And the
4.
worst jackhammer I ever seen in my life.
When we were discussing this match,
yeah,
weren't we saying that the only way that Goldberg would win, if he would win, is with 4 spears and a jackhammer?
No. I never said he was going to win. I had him losing in every scenario. There was no reason for him to win, other than for Vince to jerk off on himself.
Like, I don't understand.
Hey, man,
Legends are supposed to come back to put over the talent that is today.
Exactly.
Now.
Exactly.
So it was just, I don't know what it was. Maybe they wanted the people over there in Saudi Arabia to enjoy fucking Goldberg winning the title, but it lost the whole credibility of the Fiend. There's no coming back from this.
They screwed the Fiend up from the very beginning. First of all, they shouldn't have put the title on him in the first place. The Fiend didn't need the title to have relevance. The Fiend just needed to be fed more people that had credible characters. He would change their character the way he did Daniel Bryan. He changed The Miz. He changed Seth Rollins. Just keep doing that with him, and then maybe a year down the line, put him in a title picture. He didn't need a title. And by putting him in the title, you fucked him up. Because first you pulled the shit with Hell in a Cell, and now you pull this shit with Goldberg. Now, first of all, if you were going to do Roman Fiend for WrestleMania, that was a bad idea too. Because nobody comes out of that looking good. Because once again, you're force feeding us Roman again, so he's going to get booed. You make the Fiend look like shit for losing to Roman, and even if you have the Fiend beat Roman, it's like, you know what? You only had the Fiend beat Roman because you know we were going to boo Roman at the end of the night. There just wasn't a good scenario.
And this is why AEW and all the other wrestling companies are just going to triumph, because
no, I'm going to shit on AEW tonight too. Trust me, I'm going to shit on AEW tonight too. There was some fucking problems with Dynamite.
Like,
it was a whole shit show.
Well,
yeah, it wasn't a whole shit show.
How do you make a title if you just say, all right, one random person's coming in, he's going to get a title match and he wins?
That's the problem. That's the problem. Titles mean nothing in 2020. Titles mean nothing. They're props. Vince Russo called it a prop in 1998, and it's been a prop ever since.
Technically, at this point right now, the Universal title is just a snatch and grab 24/7 title before the 24/7 title was even there.
Basically. Because I've gone through this multiple times. The only legitimate Universal Champion you've ever had is Kevin Owens. You've had Finn Balor for a day. You had Kevin Owens win it after they had the little tournament. He beat Seth Rollins. He lost to Goldberg. Goldberg lost to Lesnar. Lesnar had it for a year and a half. He lost it to Roman. Roman gave it up for cancer. Who won it after? They went back to Brock. Then you put it on Seth. Seth had a shitty-ass title reign because you put him in that fucking mixed tag team match at Extreme Rules, and it just ruined his whole title reign. Then you have Brock Lesnar win the Money in the Bank and take it off of Seth Rollins, put it back on Lesnar. Seth wins it back from Lesnar a month later, and then what happened after that? I can't even remember. Then you put it on the Fiend and you fuck up the Fiend. There hasn't been a legitimate champion other than Kevin Owens.
George F says, I hope Mark stocked up on toilet paper. Darth is shitting tonight.
I told you. Salute to Montez Ford. I got my red cup. I'm ready.
That makes sense.
I'm ready.
You want the smoke?
I want
hearing.
all the smoke. All of it.
That's what I'm talking about.
So Goldberg is a champion in 4 decades.
Yep.
And
4 decades of bullshit.
Anyone with a shitty ass fucking jackhammer, it was so shitty.
it was basically a power slam because he didn't get him up. He went sideways.
Yeah, he didn't hold him up.
At least he didn't drop on his head like he did Taker.
Look, I don't call it a jackhammer no more. Ever since the king of bro,
The bro hammer.
it was a beer and a bro hammer. That's all it was. That's so trash. And the sad thing is, I talked to Smooches. She was off that day, and I asked her, did she even watch it? She was like, shit, I forgot the show was even on. I said, damn, you were the person that knew everything before us, and you still didn't know the show was happening. That shit must have been super trash.
I didn't have to go to work till 3 o'clock, so when I had to punch in, it was in the middle of Bailey Naomi. So like the first 10 minutes I was at work, I just hit in the back and I finished that match. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna watch Fiend and Goldberg when I go on lunch. I did that, and I was pissed for the rest of the night.
So you didn't see the Undertaker come out?
No, that was the opening of the show. That was 12 o'clock. I was at home watching that. Okay. Let's shit on the Undertaker now.
Go ahead.
Why? Why? Why?
I was confused
Why?
when I saw pictures.
That
What
whole
you mean,
gauntlet
why?
match.
You know why.
The
You sent me
whole
the
gauntlet
video.
match
You
was a
sent me the
waste.
video online saying why. You sent me the
Unless-
video. Once he died, you know he was there for that big check, and that's all it was. It was not going to be an all-night wrestling match. It was not going to be 30 minutes. It wasn't going to be
Okay.
15. It was going to be a few seconds of a match for a couple $1 million, and we're not going to see him again till Wrestle fucking Mania.
Okay, you put all these people in this match, in this gauntlet match, to win this bullshit ass to wait mountain trophy, right? So what's the opening of the match? You have R-Truth and Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley beats up Truth, but Truth wins with a surprise roll up. He does the same thing to Andrade. They purposely botch a move, and he beats Andrade. Then you have Rowan come out. He beats the shit out of Truth. Again, surprise roll up pin. Oh no, I'm sorry. Rowan got counted out because they knocked the cage over. Then AJ Styles comes out. AJ Styles spent more time dancing than he did wrestling moves. Now he's got some nice moves. I ain't going to front on his wrestling moves. I didn't know AJ Styles had dance moves like that. But you have AJ Styles, one of the best talents in your company, dancing for 5 minutes. And then he just put the calf crusher on and wins. That was the, and then, okay, cool. They beat up Rey Mysterio. The Good Brothers beat up Rey Mysterio back. Okay, cool. But then Undertaker beats them up in the same segment. Like they didn't see him coming. There's two of them. There's one of him. I get he's the dead man. He just appears out of nowhere, but they didn't see it coming where there's lights in that room. And then Undertaker wins with one choke slam. One choke slam. Not a choke slam and a tombstone. One choke slam, and he still had his coat on. And AJ Styles' foot got caught in the coat because the slam came down weird. Oh.
Yeah,
and then after the
basically
match, Undertaker just stops, stares at the trophy, and keeps going. We'll never see that piece of shit again.
No.
That's what I stared at it.
It's going straight to Titan Towers.
Basically.
Yeah.
And maybe WrestleMania Access.
That's what's going to probably end up the most. WrestleMania Access for people to touch it, take pictures with it, and talk about it, and never after that day.
Oh, let's also talk about how every match on this card, except for Mansoor beating Dolph Ziggler and Brock beating Ricochet, not a single one had a clean finish. Did you notice that?
Nope.
Okay, Miz and Morrison, they beat the New Day, right? How did they win? You had Big E, he was hanging out between the ropes, right? Morrison hits Big E with a chair. Miz just grabs him, surprise roll-up, okay? That's how that match ended. What was next? Humberto and Garza. How did that match end? You just had a bunch of cradle counters. They were just going around the ring in a circle, and all of a sudden Humberto just ended up on top. We did that on Raw last week. The same finish. Same finish. They repeated the same match from last week. What was next? You had Murphy and Seth Rollins versus Street Profits. How did that match ended exactly the same way the other tag title match ended. Freaking Dawkins was hanging out between the ropes. Seth Rollins curb stomps Dawkins on the apron. Murphy just pulls him in for a surprise roll-up. Same ending from 2 matches ago. Oh, but Mansoor, the person who's not even featured on NXT, he's never seen anywhere. I think he might be on 205 Live, but who watches 205 Live? He's not seen anywhere. He gets a second victory over a main roster talent because he's in Saudi Arabia, his hometown. Why can't we just give him, the really good battle and a loss? Why can't we give him that instead of him beating main roster talent every time?
Poor Dolph Ziggler.
You know what I will say positive about the Brock Lesnar Ricochet match? Ricochet lasted longer than Kofi Kingston.
That is true.
That's the only positive in that match. It was
how
4 Germans.
Like what? Like 5, 6 seconds?
No, it was 11 seconds. Kofi Kingston lasted 1 F5. At least Ricochet took 4 Germans and 1 F5. It was like 3.5 minutes.
TV nowadays get better and better.
I'm hot. You
You know at this point,
I'm hot.
You know, you know, this point right now, 2K20 ain't looking half bad as a game.
What you drinking, yo?
I got some kettle in the cup, and I got a bottle of Malibu too.
Oh,
Stay with that Malibu. I got a bottle of tea downstairs. What's poppin'?
Darth is taking an Uber home today.
No. I am the wheel man. Anybody knows me, I am the wheel man.
Well, I am happy for Miz and Morrison.
Oh yeah, good. Yeah, they won, but Bailey, dirty finish too. Surprise roll up. Out of nowhere.
The roll up of death.
No, wait. No, I'm sorry. It wasn't a surprise roll up. It was because you know how the women have to wear the t-shirt so they don't show like their figure because sex rules in Saudi Arabia. So she took Naomi's leg and trapped it under the t-shirt and turned that into a submission. Seriously?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That was weak.
Corbin and Reigns in the steel cage match. Okay, your babyface won, but why is your babyface the person that brought a weapon into a steel cage match to use it to win? It's a heel move, not a babyface move. Why does the babyface have the unfair advantage? The heel is supposed to have the unfair advantage. This makes zero sense. It made Roman Reigns look weak.
He's supposed to be able to beat Baron Corbin without any amplifiers.
You know what? To me, that means we're gonna have another match between them because first it was, oh, you can't beat me alone. Now it's gonna be, oh, you needed a weapon to beat me. Bring on the dog food. Somebody call Alpo. Somebody call Kibbles and Bits. Keep bringing on the dog food.
Bring the truck of dog food.
Wishbone. Somebody call Wishbone. Bring on the dog food.
Somebody slam two cans together and chug it.
Don't call it the dog food. That's what we're about to do now.
All right, let's stop talking about this bullshit, man, because this is a pay-per-view that needs to be deleted.
Viking Raiders and OC was good.
But that was the pre-show.
I don't have anything negative to say about that one.
I don't think nobody does.
That might actually have been the best match of the night.
That might have been the only actual match of the night.
You're right. It was yes. Wrestling occurred and somebody won in the middle of the ring with a clean finish. That was a wrestling match. Yes.
So let's talk a little bit of something X-Man Dan got this week.
All right.
So whenever you get a chance, go to prowrestlingtees.com and anything you want to buy, just put "is not a scam." Get 10% off on X-Man. And that's a lie, and it's a scam. You should know. This week, there was a stipulation on this box here, because of course, X-Madame. Shout out to X-Madame, the beautiful X-Madame, said that if there was first of all, this box was a Legends box, so everything in here was pretty much everyone that's a legend or retired or whatever. So she said that if there was a Macho Man Randy Savage shirt in there, she's going to have to take that from the X-Man Dam.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that's what happened. There was a fucking Macho Man shirt, and that goes to Mrs. X-Man Dam. Shout out to her. But the second shirt that came was an Iron Sheik shirt.
Nice.
Pretty lit. It's funny. They gave me a Pro Wrestling Tees fanny pack that I'm going to wear every day.
You should get it signed by Ziggy Dice.
No, Ziggy Dice is giving me his. Trust me.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah, it's going to happen. We're cool in the DMs. Like, we're like that. He fucks with your man's X-Men Dam. We got a Ric Flair, the dirtiest player in the game DVD.
Okay.
Pretty lit. The pin is an Ultimate Warrior pin.
Okay.
Pretty lit. We got a Kamala Micro Brawlers.
Wow, that's really random, Kamala.
Yeah, right? That's cool. There's actually a poster here for I don't know if this was actually this was actually a show of Kaufman and Jerry the King Lawler on Monday, April 5th of 1982, wrestling at Mid-South Coliseum in Memphis, Tennessee.
That's classic. That's classic.
That's pretty lit. Pretty lit right there.
Yeah, that's pretty
And
dope,
of course,
man. That's pretty dope. The show it again? The Andy Kaufman versus Lawler? That's legendary, man. That's legendary. For you guys that don't know, Andy Kaufman's a SNL comedian.
Yeah.
And he had beef with Jerry.
Jerry the King Lawler ran Memphis for like 30 years.
damn, Marv, I didn't even know that.
Yeah. I learned because of the Jim Carrey movie where Andy Kaufman, Jim Carrey was playing Andy Kaufman in that movie, and Jerry the King Lawler reprised his role as himself, and him and Jim Carrey actually had a fight on the movie set because Jim Carrey and Lawler weren't getting along.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Lawler reprised the role as himself, and he actually looked like he was in great shape for it back in the 90s.
And of course, with every pro wrestling crate box, there is a signature, signed photo, and we get one of the four horsemen, Arn Anderson.
I was going to say it's Arn.
Definitely,
it had to be
of course, it had to be.
Because
they
ain't not giving out flair. They might give out like 2 flares, and then you get like 5,000 Arn Andersons and like another 5,000 Ole Andersons.
I believe they gave out a Ric Flair one in last year's box, so that's definitely not happening again. So shout out to X-Madam.
Oh, did you ever figure out what the error is with the T-shirt you're wearing?
Oh, I didn't even look it up.
I'm pretty sure it's like a combination of logos, like I was saying.
Yeah, I gotta check it out because this is it's probably exclusive just because of that.
Because I can't figure out any other reason to have an American flag inside the New Japan logo.
Well, they did state last year, January, that they were going to branch out in the United States, but that was not last year, 2 years ago, before everybody left.
Yeah.
So went to AEW.
Well, that was part of them introducing the United States Championship, was to have something to defend when they come to America.
But they're also
with the American flag.
They're also trying to do a show in Madison Square Garden
that might
around
get
SummerSlam
canceled.
time.
It might get canceled. I saw something on What Culture. I didn't finish that clip.
Okay.
I didn't get that far into the video. It's not definite, but there's possibilities it could get canceled because of I think I'm gonna assume lack of ticket sales or lack of talent or whatever.
Also, I didn't finish fixing my controller up, but I ordered some wraps for my Nintendo Switch controller. And you could put any kind of picture you want on it or whatever. I took a picture. I used a picture of the AEW Championship.
Okay.
But it kind of came out high def. But I just put the front plate.
Oh, you must have sent them a low res image.
I fucked up. Yeah.
Well, from what I'm seeing right here, it looks awesome. I can't tell that it's.
It looks pretty good on the camera.
It looks
actually
awesome in the camera.
Yeah.
I still got the back plate and the top part.
Yo, George,
and then
you flexing.
They got buttons and shit.
This is X-Men then Flex Hour when he shows off his new stuff.
The X Flex.
X Flex, yo.
That's the new segment, X Flex.
The X Flex. We're gonna call it this every week now.
X Flex, man, damn, it happens every week, fam.
Follow him.
That's enough of that.
Enough flexing.
Let's get into this fucking AEW bullshit he was talking about.
Okay, let's start with our opening match. Pac versus Kenny Omega, the best bout machine.
All right, first of all,
Mr. Best Bout Machine, how many things did he no-sell in that match? How many big spots did he no-sell in that match? There was the Black Arrow he no-selled. There was the Falcon Arrow off of the apron onto the floor that he no-sold. There was the Shooting Star Press through the table that he no-sold. Within 60 seconds, Kenny Omega was back on his feet and on the offensive after all 3 of those moves. Fuck Kenny Omega.
You okay, Doc?
No,
I'm on round 2. I'll be all right.
didn't say he didn't really say any of them, but I still enjoyed the hell out of that match more than I did Super Showdown.
Like, yeah, that match was totally everything better than the Super Showdown.
Oh, wait, hold on. Then there was it went to a draw, right? And all of a sudden, Kenny Omega wins in 30 seconds with one winged angel. Yes, it's protected. Nobody kicks out a one winged angel, but all of a sudden he just manages to pull it off with no opposition to it.
I feel when they did that, they should have just like went a little bit longer at least.
Oh, also, okay. Let me shit on this too. Okay, Meltzer keeps talking about the elite, the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega. They have a different kind of psychology that the modern wrestling that people from the old school just don't get. No, they have no fucking psychology. Why did your babyface have help outside the ring? Again, babyfaces aren't supposed to have an unfair advantage. That's a heel. Pac was out there by himself fighting 3 people. How many times did the Young Bucks get involved?
Majority of the night.
That's psychology. Wrestling psychology 101. Babyface does not get unfair advantage.
I feel like it was just like there was no reason for them to be out there. One, they have a tag team match they're about to have next week.
But wait. Kenny Omega's tag team partner was not there. Why was his partner not
Saturday.
there? His opponents were there, but his partner was not there.
Yeah, where was Hangman Page at?
He was
getting
drunk
again?
What up, Hangman? I see you.
He was getting lit.
That's what I expected.
Thanks, Darth.
I feel like Hangman Page is in the cut at the crib, like, yeah, I'm still getting a paycheck no matter what. Let me just go ahead and tip my cup up.
I enjoyed the 30-minute Iron Man match simply because there was a lot of fuck-ups. Like, Kenny Omega, I don't know if I think he jumped out the ring or something like that. He hit his head in the back of the guardrail.
Yeah.
There was a lot of shit, like they really hurting themselves right there. Like that fucking Falcon Arrow.
Yeah.
Out of the ring.
Yeah,
that shit was like, what the fuck? Oh yeah, shout out to Kofi Kingston for jumping out the ring for no reason and landing on his back.
Yeah, he tried to do he did the trust fall, but Miz moved out the way.
Unbelievable. Neville, fucking Pac almost botched that.
Oh, thank you, George F. This one's for you. I fuck with you too.
Shout out to George F.
The viewers are loving Darth tonight. We got to get Darth angry more often, man. Round of applause for Darth.
Now, please notice I bought clear liquor. If I brought some brown liquor, it'd be we might have to cut the show off early.
We gotta ring the alarms.
Darth's gonna rip the TV off the wall.
Because I was really thinking about buying some Captain Morgan. If I had bought some Captain Morgan, we might be shutting the show down early. I might explode.
Darth got bars.
and then after the match, Orange Cassidy showed up in front of like Pac for like no reason.
He's gonna be serious.
Like, and they're gonna have a match next week now. Like, I don't know. He's gonna actually wrestle. I feel like they fucked that up a long time ago, but like he's the most over like babyface in the whole fucking.
No,
he's more over than the Young
Cody
Bucks.
Rhodes is the most over babyface, and Darby Allin.
I don't know,
Orange
man.
Cassidy is a fucking gimmick.
Jurassic Express defeats the Inner Circle.
That was something that looked unworthy of watching, so I didn't even watch that match.
Please keep Marco Stunt off of my TV. Please.
I didn't think having Marco Stunt was gonna be so bad, but it's like,
please keep him off of my TV. Unless he's strictly the mascot, please keep him off of my TV.
Like he's literally like 70 pounds.
He makes everything unbelievable. Why isn't anybody selling anything for him?
Because it's unbelievable.
He makes everything look unbelievable. Same way Riho made everything look unbelievable against Nia. It's the same argument. Why is anybody selling anything for Marco Stunt? Same way, why was Nyla Rose selling anything for Riho? Same argument.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be the same argument. What's up, fuck? Got my dog looking at me. I think he's listening in the dark like that nigga crazy.
All right, what was next?
The Best Friends defeated the Butcher and the Blade.
Why are they jobbing the Butcher and the Blade? They haven't won anything since they've been there.
Yeah, no, they didn't have any match.
I think they've won their first match after they debuted with MJF, and they've won nothing since.
But isn't there somebody else at AEW with a record like that right now? They ain't won shit. Like,
You're breaking up a little bit, Alex. Say it again.
Apparently, I'm frozen on my side. There we go. There we go.
You're good now.
Back. I said, isn't there some also AEW already like that now that has a badass like losing record already still?
Oh, I'm gonna look at the records right now. Adam Page is 5-0 this year. Brandon Cutler's 0-8.
Yeah, see?
Seema's 2-7.
That's unbelievable. That's fucking crazy.
Private Party. Private Party's only won 4 matches. They're 4-10.
Okay. So, Blade and the Butcher act like that wasn't going to happen eventually. So you got motherfuckers that was there still not winning shit at all.
Let's see. Let me keep scrolling.
At this point right now, this win-loss record makes it look bad on them going forward because now it just makes it like you just showing up to like do what? Job out now? Yeah, I bet you be a WWE jobber. At least you know your job. Nobody knew how many times you lost.
Well, I got the picture.
The Blade and the Butcher. Oh, they must have won on Dark because I don't watch Dark. They're 2-3. They're 2-3. The Blade and the Butcher.
Still better than Private Party. Even though those are my boys and I like them to death, but Jesus Christ.
Let's go to the women's division. Let's look at the records there. Big Swole is 3-5, losing record. Britt Baker is 8-6, barely above 500. Hikaru Shida 7-4. Nyla Rose 7-4. Oh, and look at this, Riho. She's 11-3.
Get the fuck out of here.
Not only has she had more matches than everybody, she's got double-digit wins.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's because she's 80 pounds.
Tell me Kenny Omega's not beating himself off for all her matches.
No, it's because the person that was booking her matches were her boyfriend or whatever.
See, I wouldn't even go that far. He's just like a peep show.
Conflict
fanatic.
of interest.
He just like sits in the corner and beats himself off watching her matches.
With his pointing fingers and his crazy looks in his eyes.
See, I didn't even want to go there and jazz hand Kenny Olivia. I wasn't even going to go there tonight.
Yeah, I see.
You seen his toy? It's funny because his hands are like that.
It comes with the fucking fingers. Yes, I know.
That's weird.
Let's talk about Revolution.
Okay.
All right, so
they added a whole bunch of matches.
This is not in order, so bear with me. AEW Championship match: Chris Jericho, the champion, versus Jon Moxley, which is this Saturday.
Yes, this Saturday. Which I will be watching on Sunday, pirated, because that's what I'm going to do. All right. Talk. I got something else to say, but talk.
All right,
That just
so
reminded me of something.
is it time for Jericho to lose the title?
No.
Definitely not.
No.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad at Moxley winning, but Chris Jericho is still money. There's no reason to take the title off of him. Until Jericho stops being money, but don't wait too long, leave the title on him. Because like I said before, he's a meme machine. Every time he touches the mic, you've got another meme. You've got something. You've got a quotable for the internet.
Word.
It'll definitely devalue the whole inner circle too, as well. Because pretty much there are. When the crowd stops singing Judas, that's when we should take it off.
Yeah.
The next match, this is not in order, so don't quote me. AEW's Women's Championship match, Nyla Rose, the champion, versus Chris Statlander. I'm a huge fan of Chris Statlander.
Yes, I like Chris Statlander, but she should not win. Not in the slightest.
She has done no wrong. She should go all the way and potentially almost win, but then lose.
Yo, Darth don't want to hear that shit today, bro.
Let me look at a record since I'm on. I didn't close the page yet. Let me look at a record.
Darth, Malcolm said you're scaring him.
I'm black, Malcolm. What else do you expect?
You're black?
I'm black.
Malcolm's black too.
No.
Malcolm's brown.
So he says, right? So he says.
No, tell him I'm an Oreo.
Chris Statlander is 6-3. She at least has a respectable record. I'm fine with it being an even match. And she got cakes.
And she's an alien. She has a gimmick.
It's silly, but she sells it, so
it
I'm
works. The crowd is into it. She's blooping people's nose.
Oh, that she has to stop. I'm fine with the whole alien story, but stop with the nose shit. Stop with that. Stop with that.
That's the ET shit. She
I like
do
it. That's the only thing that she does for her gimmick.
That's that ET shit. She got to do it now. She alien. She got to do all alien shit. Well, keep alien shit.
I wonder if she did it to Aubrey yet.
Probably.
Oh, shout out to Aubrey coming out to the crowd when
for the overtime. After the ref bump. 2 ref bumps in the same match. You don't do 2 ref bumps in the same match. It's fucking bullshit.
AEW Tag Team Championship match, Kenny Omega versus Hangman Adam Page. And Hangman Adam Page versus the Young Bucks. I'm sorry.
I'm about to say, if they see each other, I would like to see
much.
that.
You might as well. They don't even fucking
unless we're
get
turning
along.
Hangman Page heel in this match is pointless. Unless this is the breaking point where Hangman actually says, "Fuck you, Kenny. I'm done. I'm done with the Elite." Unless that happens in this match, this whole match was pointless. Win or lose, it'd be more entertaining if they kept the titles. But he's just so pissed at Kenny at the end of the match. It'd be more entertaining that way because then they have to defend it again as a non-cohesive team. That's good booking.
I would be happy if Kenny Omega turns heel and they actually retain.
Oh, you want to go the other way?
Yeah. Kenny Omega just like, fuck this. We're retaining. I'm all with you, Hangman Page, and they actually get along. And the Young Bucks and Hangman Page and Kenny Omega are never to get along.
Back to Kenny Omega no selling. How many times has Hangman accidentally hit Kenny Omega with the buckshot lariat, and he no sells that too. He pops right back up and starts taking off the other team. He just no sells everything. Sell something. Make it look good.
I think
you guys had a half an hour.
No, I think he's going to make it so much in Japan to the point that it's pointless for him now. So I was going to say something smart, but that wouldn't be like of me right now on live on YouTube. I'll say that for after the show.
But again, that goes back to something else I've been saying. Kenny Omega is not over in AEW. He's still living off of his New Japan reputation. The people that were going to watch him anyway are the people that are watching AEW. People that were not going to watch AEW are not watching AEW because they don't know why Kenny Omega is important. They've never explained why Kenny Omega is important to somebody that's not familiar with him pre-AEW. Continue.
Are we doing with AEW?
Well, we got the whole pay-per-view to go through. Cody versus MJF.
Yeah, that's a match I want to see, but I don't think it deserves pay-per-view. I think it deserves a few matches on regular TV before we get to a pay-per-view standard.
I mean, they're doing the opposite of what WWE does. Is they're not touching each other at all until the match.
Well, they have the no contact clause.
That's why. So I don't know if it's hurting or helping.
I still think Wardlow should have won the cage match because you're supposed to be all the odds are against the babyface. But I get why Cody won because if anybody saw his promo after when the show went off the air, he was talking about when he was a kid and he fell in love with wrestling. It was at the old building, which was across the street. So I get why he won last week, but it kind of turns the story in his favor, which almost makes me think MJF is now going to win. But then again, maybe Cody will win. So to me, it left it's now more intriguing to me, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. Dustin Rhodes versus Jake Hager.
Oh, we got a dog heel on camera.
But
I'm going Big Hurt. Big Hurt's got to win. He hasn't had a match
Hurt?
Oh yeah, so you could get that heat.
yet. Yeah, Big Hurt's got to win. And
I'm calling.
And he's got
Dustin Rhodes.
He's got to legitimize himself. He's the Brock Lesnar of AEW.
Yes. He's gonna bust Dustin Rhodes' head open. I'm calling it now.
Oh, back to Wardlow. Did you notice they called him his finisher the F10?
They call this finisher what?
The F10, Wardlow.
Why?
Because it's an F5, but he spins you around in the air before you fall.
So we got an F10. Who's going to be the first to get the F20?
Maybe Lance Archer. Maybe Lance Archer will introduce it when he shows up. You know he got signed this week, right?
That'll work.
So we get Pac versus the debut singles match
Of Orange
Cassidy.
Orange Julius.
Orange Cassidy, which
Orange Cassidy.
which the best friends stated that he's going to try this match.
He's going to try to get his ass kicked. That's what's going to happen.
Hey, look, man, for a man, he can do a lot of shit with his hands in his pocket. Shit, I can't let.
Pac looked really strong when Orange Cassidy was like up to him. Like I'm glad that they never fucked up the credibility of Pac, because he's had that anger in him that he had when he left WWE.
Yeah.
That he just doesn't want none of the fucking fribberish bullshit.
He went to Dragon Gate. He expanded the King of the Cruiserweights character to something more realistic.
Yeah. So
basically his old self.
Even though I kind of miss the King of the Cruiserweights right now because they ain't doing shit.
we're also getting a Darby Allin match versus Sammy Guevara.
That, to me, I think that's going to be like the sleeper match.
Yeah.
Because I don't know why I like Darby Allin so much. I was going into AEW, I was against it. I was like, who is this little guy on a skateboard? But he's got a heart. He works hard. Mm-hmm. And same thing with Sammy Guevara. He works his ass off.
That NEW show that I went to last year or 2 years ago, he was actually wrestling with that company. So I seen him for the first time. I've never heard of the guy. I seen him for the first time there, and I thought he was pretty good. So when I heard that he got signed, I was like, wow, they were really looking and scouting for the wrestlers that not a lot of people know about in the Indies, but are really good, and he was one of them. So, just like MJF.
Yeah.
And then we have the pre-show, which is the last match, but it's obviously not the last match. It's the pre-show. SCU, Scorpio Sky, Frankie Kazarian versus the Dark Order, Evil Uno, and Stu Grayson.
Yes.
Hey, do you still think that Raven's going to be the boss of the Dark Order?
No. Raven confirmed he's not working.
He was just a fan in the crowd.
I'm about to say, look, that's great. They also said, you know, that Edge wasn't going to return no time either. He showed up. The motherfuckers do lie a lot.
Nah, I believe Raven. I still think it's going to end up being Brody Lee. I don't think it's Matt Hardy. I don't think it's either going to be Brody Lee or Christopher Daniels. I don't want it to be Christopher Daniels because I want SCU to stay together. But I'm okay with Brody Lee.
That kind of sucked. I was hoping Raven was going to get back in the ring.
Nah.
No, hell no. He's too old.
Raven's done.
Are you kidding me? We got Undertaker still wrestling.
He can do it.
You know what, Marv? You got a point. Marv.
Yeah, I don't know. It would be nice, maybe one.
Because Undertaker's 56, Goldberg's 54. Sting's talking about he'll take a match with Undertaker.
Raven has to be younger than Goldberg at least.
I got a note here. So on Matt Hardy, Matt Hardy just got obliterated by out of WWE by Randy Orton's Concerto. And Evil Uno used the word obsolete in a promo, so it might be him. Those are speculations.
It might be good speculation, but in the backstage, people were saying that Matt Hardy doesn't want to leave still yet. They might drop him down to NXT to help Triple H with the rest of that talent, because he getting up that wire. He ain't really wrestling anymore. And shit, 3 kids in right now. Shit, do you think Matt Hardy still got it in him to even wrestle? He got it in to come out for a pop, but
Raven is 55.
Trying to get Raven 55.
Raven is 55.
Still older, like 5 years older than R-Truth.
Hey man, the only time you cannot wrestle is when you're dead.
Basically. And then you get it right,
dead,
so
right?
he can still come back.
He's a dead man.
Undertaker's a dead man, so maybe you can wrestle even after death.
I'm about to say, you can't say that. Undertaker's supposed to be dead, remember, and he's still a wrestler.
Also, Lance Archer is set to debut on AEW on Wednesday.
Oh yeah, I said that a couple minutes ago. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I didn't even hear you.
I'm ready for that.
Also, Marty Scurll, the Dark Order are villains, and with an enterprise, after all.
See, I would think Marty Scurll is the fucking leader of them.
You know what? I wouldn't be mad at that either.
I would like that out of all the outcomes.
That would actually be like the best thing to watch. I would watch that a lot more.
Be a mega heel and be like, oh, so like you left me, you started this new wrestling company without me, and you let me just suffer and to die.
He was the one that signed a long-term deal with ROH and couldn't leave.
Yeah.
Well, playing 2 and 2 for the storyline's sake.
But,
no,
it's 2020. There's no kayfabe. Everything's real.
Yeah.
Nah, if you watch one of the older Villa Enterprises YouTube channel videos, when they were trying to get one of the AEW guys signed up, he's like, I'm trying to AEW. He's like, what the fuck's the AEW?
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Damn, Raven's over with Undertaker. I didn't even know that. Oh, Alex is frozen. Looks like he's waving at us.
He's not frozen for me. Oh.
There he goes. You're back. You're back. Wait, no. Somewhat.
Okay, Bruiser Brody.
Are we going to talk about Raw and SmackDown real quick? That happened because Superstar still pisses me off. I want to change it.
Positive thing about Raw. Montez Ford worked his ass off against Seth Rollins. Somebody said he's the next Rock. I'm not going to say he's the next Rock, but Montez Ford deserves a singles run.
On the mic, he's the next Rock. Did you ever hear him when he talked on the bump when he gave you that speech? That was Rock mentality. He went off on that speech.
I'm not gonna put that on him. I'm going to say he's the next one. He's talented as hell on the mic. He's talented as hell in the ring. He deserves a singles run. That man will be a star if they do it right. I don't trust him to do it right, but he can be the star if they do it right. I fucks with Montez Ford. We want the smoke.
Don't they got a shirt that says that?
No, it's
Don't
only
they got a shirt that says they want the smoke?
it's only in hoodie form right now. I know because I tried to buy one and I don't want the hoodie.
Damn, I want a shirt of that so bad. I might have to make one. Got me fucked up.
Yeah, it's only available on the hoodie right now.
Fuck that.
So Beth Phoenix is supposed to be showing up next week on Raw to give an update on Edge's medical update.
I hope
Yeah,
Beth Phoenix gets RKO'd.
You know, this is a hardworking woman. NXT, in the Rumble, still wrestling here and there, and commentating. And now she's coming out there to talk about Edge. When do they ever be home with their kids at this point?
Yeah, don't forget she's gonna take an RKO for the team.
I mean, their kids are grown by now, right?
No, they just had kids recently.
What?
I think their oldest kid is like 8 years old.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because they only got married like 10 years ago. They haven't been together that long.
Oh, damn. Oh.
Beth Phoenix is still gonna get an RKO.
Okay.
Hey, man, look. Hey, look, if every nigga be the mother of 3 kids and get the RKO every other week, then Beth Phoenix could definitely take one. I think busting the back of her head open at the Royal Rumble.
Shit. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I forgot about that. She did work that whole match with a busted head.
That bitch is beyond hardcore. She is like the new version of ECW. She took a bump and bled and kept it going until she was kicked out like she was supposed to be. I said anybody else would have left. They wouldn't have stayed there that long.
Word.
Yeah, this point right now, shit. Raw is actually in here.
I mean, Raw was good other than the fact of all the storylines that they killed in Super Showdown. Raw was good.
Basically. Well, you know, we can
even
that WrestleMania, so we gotta try to get their stories out. How many matches we got for WrestleMania so far?
Right now, like 6. All the title matches are basically booked already.
And how long do we have to WrestleMania?
5 weeks.
Yeah, so they had to kill all that Superstar Showdown. They got to try to build the rest of the matches because supposedly this year it's supposed to be a 4-team matches.
Damn.
Yeah, because they actually cut it down last year. I think it was 11 last year. Even though it lasted till like 1 o'clock in the morning and nobody could get home. But anyway.
That was fun. It was a fun time. But yeah, so they had to kill those. So then they're gonna try to push it and book it for the rest of the other storylines. Because right now there's rumors in the back of Keith Lee having something to do at WrestleMania. They still don't know yet.
Okay.
Bianca Belair has something at WrestleMania. They want her stuff for her. Like them two right now, the two biggest names at NXT that they want something for WrestleMania to happen for them, but they don't know what. But their names are getting passed around where WrestleMania talk keep getting talked.
Yeah.
You still have the NXT title. You said the NXT title match. You have a tournament that's going to happen before then for whoever wins to fight the NXT Women's Champion. Like they're trying to do so much shit at one time. They're like overworking the fuck out of people right now in the back. It's fucking getting crazy.
Oh, did you see the story? Baron Corbin did an interview. He was like, what did he say? How he's chosen to protect his finisher. How he doesn't let anybody kick out at end of days. He said if he won't use it if he knows he's not going to win the match.
You know what? That makes sense because I've seen him do like the deep six and everything else. And then like never use that move and lose every time. But when he does use it, they win. Except for that mixed tag team match at when he used it on Becky and they still lost.
Yeah, as of right now, no one is kicked out of End of Days. It has ended the match every time he's used it. And also in that interview, he goes on to say how when he created the move, it was like by accident. Like him and I think it was him and Corey Graves, like when they were cool back in NXT. They were just fucking around one day, or like on the crash pad ring, and he was like, "Oh, I think I just found my finisher." So he was saying that finishers should be new. They should be unique. You shouldn't bring up things from the past. And he specifically mentioned the stunner is back. He said the stunner should have stayed in the past.
First of all,
He was shooting on Kevin
stunner
Owens.
was still left. It's just that there was nobody using it. It still was being used, no matter what. Just like
Not
how
not the same way Stone Cold was using it.
That exactly. He took a hard shot at Kevin Owens.
Well, correct me if I'm mistaken, but wasn't people using the stunner before Stone Cold?
Not in that fashion.
Not in that fashion, but it's not like Stone Cold.
The stunner is actually a very basic move, but the fact that you do the kick to the gut before it and then you do the stunner, that's Stone Cold.
He put a flair on it.
Yeah.
I get that, but the idea of you shouldn't like recycle things from the past. You can reuse ideas.
Well,
and
look at the rock bottom. The
them.
rock bottom is a very basic move as well. It's a Uranagi, but he just put all this extra charisma on it to make it look good. And it's the rock bottom.
Yeah.
People still do the Uranagi to this day, but they call it the Uranagi, not the rock bottom.
And look, I'm gonna say it like this: Kevin Owens could Barry Corbin could throw shots at Kevin Owens, but who's getting the better paycheck and the better time on TV right now?
Baron Corbin.
Yeah. Now, who's getting more merchandise sold and getting revenue for their money for their shit?
Kevin Owens.
But at this point right now, Baron Corbin could be on TV getting dogs who dumped on him while Kevin Owens is getting T-shirts sold and making his bread. I don't think Kevin Owens gives two fucking shit. And besides, if the man that made the move said that that's how the move should be, and he blessed you with it, at this point right now, I don't give a fuck about any new move. Shit,
But that's why everybody hates Baron Corbin, because he's so super political backstage, because he does stuff like that. So
hey man, look, he could be political all hell he want. Who's political last time they ain't there no more?
Trying to think.
Besides JBL,
Chris Jericho,
Hardcore Holly.
It only lasted so long with Vince back there, and then motherfuckers start becoming shit shows and getting shitted on, and then they're not there no damn more.
Also, there was prior to Super Showdown, I think it was that morning. There was an interview with Roman Reigns. He said, "I would rather face the Fiend at WrestleMania." I respect him for saying that. I wish he had did that interview after Super Showdown, because that would have made that much more of an impact. That your own talent would have been pissed at the fact that Goldberg won. So, but I still respect Roman Reigns for saying that regardless, because as a part of saying he wants to face the Fiend, he said, I want the future of the company to go forward, not to constantly revisit the past. He said all that before Super Showdown.
Yeah.
But what was our result?
He knew. He read the script, and that's why he told it early.
He fucking knew.
How long you think
He has the right to be pissed.
Which also goes on to tell you that Roman Reigns is winning the Elimination Chamber match, but we already knew that.
I was gonna say, how long you think Goldberg's reign is gonna be?
WrestleMania. He's losing to Roman Reigns at WrestleMania.
Okay, very clear.
Yeah, it's not gonna be,
because clearly
and Edge got the same contract. They're only there for a certain limited amount of shows they can show up to do, and most of them are going to be big pay-per-views to get paid on. They're not going to show up on everyday shows to do everything before. They're not going to show up on other house shows. They're just showing up for that need to be headlining to a pay-per-view, and pay-per-views, because that's where they get paid the most. And then after that, they're not going to be seen again. So, Superstar Showdown, probably 1 or 2 times in between before WrestleMania, and then we probably not going to see Goldberg again for probably a few months.
maybe SummerSlam. That's about it.
I don't want to see him ever. He can show up in the back and talk to young talent, but I don't want to see him in the ring no more. I'm done with him. His limelight coming back and winning was great. It was fun to watch doing Brock, but now it's over. Hell, at this point right now, I would take Kevin Nash coming back just to win the title, just for the fuck's sake of nothing.
Are we bringing back the cattle prod though? Are we zapping Goldberg with the cattle
He
prod?
would. He put it on Twitter.
Yo, give him the poke of death.
Look. Go on Scott Hall's Twitter. He just posted that. Somebody said the best title match Goldberg ever had, and showed him getting hit with the cattle prong. And Scott Hall retweeted and said, "I guess I got to bring it out of retirement."
Nice. Nice.
Hey, look, Kevin Nash knees are good now. Shit, he got them both working out on them. He actually good now. He said he's been better than he's ever been in his life. I don't see why not just had that one.
It only took 20 surgeries in 20 years, but he's good.
Even if they had him come back just to have him lose the title, I would be happy.
Word.
Hit him with the nightclub that the cops have, like just like back in the day.
Oh, Big Boss Man nightclub?
Just make it a quick match.
Yeah, the Big Boss Man Club.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna bring back that character in the Indies. I'm telling you, somebody's gonna come in with a baton and flip that bitch a few times.
No, you can't be a cop no more on in media.
It's
over.
Wasn't it a taser?
No, his thing.
No, Big Boss Man was the Billy Club.
The Billy Club. You can't use that no more.
When Goldberg lost the title, they hit him with a cattle prod, which is basically a really strong taser.
Yeah. That should happen again.
Nah.
All right. So
I come back.
All right. So final thoughts. Hopefully WWE will learn from this.
They won't.
Maybe they were in a stranglehold for the Saudis wanting what they want, and that's just how it is.
The way the
money talks, bullshit walks. And the same reason why the execs that got fired and they got let go, the same reason why they were angry about stuff like this. They were angry about Goldberg coming back for no reason because he's not making them company money in the long run.
That's the thing. He did make the company money, so it was a great business decision. It's a shitty creative decision, but it's a great business decision. Because I guarantee you tonight on SmackDown, Goldberg's segment will be the highest rated segment of the show. Why? Right. Because everybody's pissed and they want to see what's going to happen next. And for the casual, and it will attract the casual fan because, oh, holy shit, Goldberg is back.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But it's just a quick fix. It's like putting a Band-Aid on a pipe that has a hole. It's just gonna hold it for so long, and then the water's just gonna seep out again.
It's like putting rubbing alcohol on syphilis.
Jesus.
Alcohol. That sounds crazy. I like it. Tell Mrs. Hill when she come home that one. She's gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Rubbing alcohol and syphilis. You're
all right. I'm Darth Messiah. Salute to Montez Ford. We want the smoke.
This is the Ultra Heels Wrestling Podcast. Thank you for joining us.
And
hey,
give us an outro.
I like that shit slowed up.
No outro.
We out
Alex.
Here.
Alex, you got something?
No.
Oh, he froze.
He froze.
Yo, you gotta slow that beat down. I like it slowed down.
I can slow it down. Hold on. Oh, bars before we go?
Super Showdown was a letdown, man. Calm down. You trying to hold me down, and I'm trying to hold the crown. Hold the championship tight. Put it to my chest bright. See me, X-Men, damn, gonna fly like a high kite.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Go ahead, Alex. You next.
Chop the screw.
Hey, that ain't my life.
That ain't
more
your
fighter.
Line of work. Go ahead.
That
Darth.
beat sounds so much better slowed down. I can't believe it.
Go ahead, Darth. You got one for us?
Hold on.
That's great, dog. You have a minute on the show. Keep it.
You whack MCs need to take a break. Kit Kat. I forgot. Never mind. We'll do it another day. I've been drinking. I can't think.
We out.
We out of here.
Snapchat.
After Heelz for life.
He said you like MCs.
Damn.